Welcome back to Jamyy English. I'm Jayz.
And I'm Amy. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. Whenever you're listening to this, we're happy you're here.
Yes, welcome to episode 2. Yesterday we introduced ourselves and so many of you left comments. We loved reading them.
We really did. Someone wrote, "My name is Lena. I'm from Vietnam. I like reading." Lena, that was perfect. Exactly the right format.
And someone else wrote a full paragraph about their life. 300 words. We were so impressed.
You know who you are. That was amazing. Keep that energy.
So, today, episode 2. And at the end of yesterday's episode, we teased something. We said our mornings are very different.
Very different. Like opposites.
And I've been thinking about how to explain my morning without embarrassing myself.
Should I go first?
Please, yes, go first.
Okay, so let me describe my typical morning. And when I say typical, I mean this is what happens almost every single day. I'm a creature of habit.
What does creature of habit mean?
It means someone who likes to do the same things in the same order every day. A routine person, predictable in a good way.
Okay, I am not a creature of habit, but go on.
So, my alarm goes off at 6 a.m., 6 in the morning. And here's the important thing. I don't hit snooze.
What? Never?
Almost never. I trained myself years ago to just get up immediately when the alarm rings, because if I hit snooze once, I'll hit it again, and suddenly it's 8 a.m. and my whole morning is gone.
That is incredible self-discipline.
It's not discipline anymore, it's just automatic. My eyes open, I sit up, I swing my legs over the side of the bed, and I stand up. Done.
You make it sound so easy.
It wasn't easy at first. It took months of practice, but now it's just what I do. Okay, so I'm up at 6. First thing, I go to the bathroom. I wash my face with cold water.
Cold water? In the morning?
Cold water wakes you up instantly. It's like a little shock to your system. Your brain just snap, turns on.
I believe that. I'm just not ready to try it.
Haha, fair enough. So after washing my face, I go to the kitchen. And this is the most important part of my morning. This is sacred time.
The coffee.
The coffee. I grind my beans fresh every morning. I use a hand grinder. It takes about 2 minutes, and I make pour-over coffee. For people who don't know, pour-over is a method where you pour hot water slowly over the coffee grounds. It takes about 4 minutes, but the result is incredible. Clean, bright, full of flavor.
How do you have time for all of this before work?
Because I wake up early, I have a full hour and a half before I need to leave, so I'm not rushing. I make my coffee slowly, I enjoy the process. I sit by the window, I watch the morning light come in, I drink my coffee quietly.
That sounds really peaceful.
It is my favorite part of the day. No phone, no news, just coffee and silence.
No phone at all?
Not for the first 30 minutes. I made that rule for myself about 2 years ago. Looking at your phone first thing in the morning, emails, social media, news, it fills your brain with other people's problems before you've even had a chance to wake up properly.
Wow, that is such a good point. I never thought about it that way.
Try it sometime. 30 minutes, no phone. Just be present in your morning.
Okay, I will try. After the coffee.
After the coffee, absolutely. So then I eat breakfast. I keep it simple. Usually some eggs, maybe toast, sometimes fruit. I don't cook anything complicated in the morning. I save the complicated cooking for evenings.
Smart.
And then I get dressed, I brush my teeth, I pack my bag, and I'm out the door by 7:30. Sometimes a little earlier if I want to walk instead of drive.
You walk to work?
When the weather is good, I love walking in the morning. It's like a warm-up for my brain. By the time I arrive, I feel awake, focused, ready.
Jayz, I have to say, your morning sounds like something from a wellness magazine.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Okay, my turn. And I want to say in advance, I am sorry.
Why sorry?
Because my morning is nothing like that.
Tell us everything.
Okay, so I am not a morning person. I want to be very clear about this. I do not enjoy mornings. Mornings and I have an agreement. I will get through them, but I will not pretend to be happy about it.
An agreement with mornings. I love this.
So my alarm goes off at 7:30.
Already an hour and a half later than me.
Yes, and then I hit snooze.
How many times?
2 times, maybe 3.
Amy.
I know. But those extra 9 minutes, each snooze is 9 minutes, they feel so precious. My brain is not ready. My body is not ready. I need those 9 minutes.
3 snoozes is 27 minutes.
I know how math works, Jayz. Okay, so by around 8 o'clock, I'm actually awake, and the first thing I do is check my phone.
Of course.
I have clients in different time zones. Some of them send messages while I'm sleeping, so I need to know if there's anything urgent before I do anything else.
That's actually a valid reason.
Thank you. So I check messages, I look at my schedule for the day, I understand what I need to do, and while I'm doing that, I'm still in bed.
Still in bed with your phone.
For about 15 minutes, yes. But I'm being productive.
If you say so.
Then I get up, I wash my face with warm water, not cold, and I do my skincare routine. This takes about 10 minutes.
10 minutes just for skincare?
Skincare is important. Sunscreen alone takes a minute to absorb properly. Don't rush skincare.
I stand corrected.
Thank you. So then I make breakfast, and here's where my morning gets a little more interesting than you might expect. I actually do cook in the morning.
Really? Even though you're rushed?
I'm not that rushed because I work from home. I don't have to commute, so I have a little more time in the morning than most people.
That's a big advantage of freelancing.
It is. So I cook congee sometimes. Do you know congee, everyone? It's a warm rice porridge, very comforting, very easy on the stomach in the morning. You add a little ginger, some sesame oil, maybe an egg on top. It's so good.
I've had congee before. It's delicious.
It's the best breakfast. Other mornings I make just simple toast with peanut butter and a banana. Depends on how much time and energy I have.
And coffee?
Tea, actually. Green tea, every morning. I like green tea because it wakes me up gently. It doesn't hit you all at once like coffee. It's more like a slow, soft energy.
Interesting. So coffee is a sudden alarm and tea is a gentle nudge.
That's exactly the right way to say it. I love that.
And what time do you actually start working?
Around 9:30, maybe 9:45.
So from 7:30 alarm to 9:30 work, that's 2 hours.
Yes, sounds like a lot, but it goes very fast.
And you spend half of it in bed.
The comfortable half. Ha. But seriously, I've learned to make peace with my morning style. I used to feel guilty about not being a morning person, like something was wrong with me. But actually, everyone has their own rhythm, and mine starts a little later. That's okay.
That's a really healthy attitude. And honestly, for a lot of our listeners, especially students who study late, that might feel very familiar.
Yes, you are not lazy just because you're not a morning person. You just have a different energy curve. Some people peak in the morning. Some people peak in the afternoon or evening. Know yourself.
Amy, can we do a quick role play? Let's show everyone how to talk about morning routines in a real conversation.
Of course. Like coworkers meeting in the morning?
Exactly. Imagine you just arrived at the office. You bump into a colleague. Let's go.
Hey, good morning. You look very awake for a Monday.
Thanks. I had a good sleep and my coffee came out perfectly this morning. How about you? How was your weekend?
It was good, but honestly, I stayed up too late last night watching a show, so this morning was rough.
Oh no, what show?
I can't say. I'll be embarrassed. But I hit snooze 4 times today.
4. That's a new record for you, right?
Don't remind me. Did you have breakfast at least?
Yeah, I made eggs. Simple but good. You?
I just had a coffee and a banana. I didn't have time for anything else.
You should eat more in the morning. Your brain needs fuel.
I know. Next time.
Okay, let's stop there. Did you hear some great vocabulary in that exchange?
Rough. That means difficult or unpleasant. This morning was rough. Means it was a hard morning. Not good.
Stay up late. This means to go to bed very late. I stayed up late last night. If you usually sleep at 11, but last night you slept at 2 in the morning, you stayed up late.
Bump into. To bump into someone means to meet them unexpectedly, not planned. I bumped into my neighbor this morning. You didn't plan it. It just happened.
And fuel. We used fuel to describe food. Your brain needs fuel the same way a car needs gasoline. Food gives you energy to function. This is a very natural way to talk about food in English.
Native speakers use the word fuel a lot in this context. I need some fuel before this meeting. It means I need to eat something.
Great little words that make your English sound much more natural.
One more phrase I want to highlight from that dialogue. Next time. This is a very casual, friendly way to end a topic in English. When someone says something they should do differently, you say, next time, as encouragement, not criticism.
Right. Next time, wake up earlier. Next time, eat a proper breakfast. It's forward-looking, optimistic.
English conversation often tries to end on a positive, forward-looking note, even when things went wrong.
That's a really cultural insight, Amyy. In American English, we tend to be solution-focused. Something didn't work, let's look at what to do next time.
I noticed that early on when I started working with English-speaking clients. They rarely dwell on problems. They acknowledge it and then move quickly to the solution.
Exactly. That didn't work, so what's the plan? Very action-oriented.
It took some getting used to. In China, we sometimes spend more time analyzing what went wrong before moving to the solution. Both approaches have value, but in English business conversations, being solution-focused sounds professional and confident.
So if something goes wrong in a meeting or a conversation, try this formula. Acknowledge the problem briefly, then immediately pivot to the solution. That was a mistake. Here's what I'll do differently next time. All right, let's teach. Because we've been using a lot of great morning vocabulary, and I want to make sure you caught all of it.
Yes, let's go through it together.
The first word, alarm. Your alarm is what wakes you up in the morning. My alarm goes off at 6 a.m. Goes off means it starts ringing or buzzing. The alarm goes off.
And the opposite. When you turn off the alarm and sleep a little more, that's called hitting snooze. I hit snooze 3 times. The snooze button gives you extra minutes of sleep.
Next, wake up. 2 words together. Wake up. I wake up at 6. What time do you wake up? This is different from get up. Wake up means your eyes open, you become conscious. Get up means you physically leave the bed.
So you can wake up at 6, but not get up until 6:15. The brain wakes up, but the body stays in bed. Ha, that's me.
Perfect example. Thank you, Amy. Next word, routine. A routine is a set of actions you do regularly in the same order. My morning routine takes about an hour. I have a skincare routine.
Routine is a very useful word. You can have a morning routine, a workout routine, a bedtime routine, any set of habits done regularly.
Good. Now, brush your teeth. This is a common morning action. I brush my teeth after breakfast. Brush, teeth. The tool you use is a toothbrush. The stuff you put on it is toothpaste.
And get dressed. I get dressed in about 5 minutes. This means you put on your clothes for the day.
A few more. Skip breakfast. This means you don't eat breakfast. I was late, so I skipped breakfast. Skip means to miss something on purpose or by accident.
Rush. To rush means to move quickly because you don't have much time. I was rushing this morning. Don't rush, we have time. Rush is also a noun. I was in a rush.
And commute. This is the journey from your home to your workplace. My commute takes 30 minutes. Some people commute by subway, some by car, some on foot. I have a long commute means it takes a lot of time.
These are all very practical words. You will use them every single day.
Amy, let's also compare, because I think our listeners find the cultural differences really interesting.
Yes. Okay. So in China, especially in cities like Shanghai, a lot of people eat breakfast outside. There are little breakfast shops and street stalls everywhere. You grab a scallion pancake or baozi or soy milk and fried dough on your way to work or school.
Oh, I love that. There's a whole culture around street breakfast.
Yes, it's very normal. You don't necessarily cook at home. You just go outside and buy something fast, eat it on the way, and go.
In California, the typical American breakfast is usually something quick. Cereal, toast, maybe a smoothie. A lot of people skip breakfast completely, honestly. Or they eat something while driving.
Eating while driving sounds stressful.
It is, but it happens. A lot of Americans eat their breakfast in the car on the way to work.
I think that says something about lifestyle pace. American mornings can be very fast and functional. Chinese mornings, at least traditional ones, have more of a social element. You stop, you sit down, you eat with someone.
That's a beautiful observation, and it's something I actually admire about Chinese culture. The idea of food as a social moment, not just fuel.
Yes, for us, eating is never just eating. It's always connected to people and conversation.
Okay, before we wrap up, let's do a quick practice together. I'll ask you, yes, you listening right now, some questions about your morning. Try to answer in English. Pause the episode if you need time to think.
Ready? First question. What time does your alarm go off?
Think about it. Say the answer out loud. My alarm goes off at...
Good. Second question. Do you hit snooze? How many times?
I hit snooze... times. Or I never hit snooze. Either answer is great.
Third question. What do you usually eat for breakfast?
I usually eat... and then you name the food. Use usually. It's a great adverb for talking about habits.
And the last question. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
A night owl is a person who stays up late and prefers evenings. So you're either a morning person or a night owl. Which one are you?
I am proudly a night owl.
And I am very much a morning person. And we both make it work.
Today's homework is simple and very practical. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, describe what you're doing in English, in your head or out loud.
For example,
You wake up, you say to yourself, my alarm just went off. I'm going to get up. First I'll wash my face, then I'll make breakfast. Simple sentences, present tense. Just narrate your own morning like a story.
This technique is called self-narration. Language teachers love it because it connects real-life actions to vocabulary in real time.
And it's free. It costs zero money. You just need your voice and your brain.
If you want extra practice, you can write your morning routine in the comments. Tell us what time you wake up, what you eat, and whether you're a morning person.
We want to know everything, the snooze count included.
No judgment. We've seen it all.
Tomorrow, episode 3. And we're going to talk about something that comes up in almost every English conversation. Asking for help, giving directions, what to say when you're lost, when you need something, when you don't understand.
Very useful for travel, very useful for daily life.
So stay with us. We're just getting started.
Thank you for listening to Jamyy English.
Let's learn, speak, and grow together. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.